Hello everyone, Trigan here! Welcome back to Transport Fever 2. Don't forget, if you like this video, tickle that thumbs up button. If you haven't already, please subscribe. So last time we got this port set up, and we got this track run all the way from the steel mill, through Fort Mackinac, through the factory, the machines factory here, and all the way to Driftwood. We also got a station set up here, which I think I know how I'm going to use that now. I am going to do this. Let's just add this real quick. I'm going to have this. This is actually, here's how I'm going to do this. This is going to be the incoming wood from this forest. The one on the other side right here is going to be the incoming wood from this forest. And then this one that's nearest the sawmill is going to be the outgoing wood. Which I haven't figured out how I'm going to do yet. I am going to need to connect it to here. I'm going to need that connected anyway so I can get trains from the shed here out onto that track. I also want to redo this. I want to put 4 tracks on here so I have a pass through down the middle. So I think for this, here's what we'll do. I can't move it any closer to this. So what we'll do is this. I'll add the 2 tracks on the outside, put the platform back, and then move the connecting tracks so that they can just pass through. And these are really going to be one way because this one platform will be hit. This platform we're doing right now will be hit on the way to Driftwood. And the platform over here on this side will it'll stop. The train will stop here on its way to Fort Mackinac. And we're just going to use the freight train, the intercity freight, to get our machines. So it'll come through, pick up machines, drop them off at Fort Mackinac, leave, drop off everything else it needs for Fort Mackinac, leave there, come back, pick up machines again, and then drop those machines off at Driftwood. So that's how we're going to do that. Oh, we also have to drop off wood. So I'll have to decide how I'm going to do that. Let's back this up. And I should be able to just connect this now. Yeah, that looks good. It's pretty much exactly like it did before. Okay, now how am I going to do the wood here? I really could bring the wood up to here and just have it taken on the freight train, but I think that's going to cause too much for trouble if I do that. So I may end up doing something. Let's just go ahead and do this like this, even though I really don't need to for the most part. But we'll go ahead and do this. We'll put the double slip on here, just like I would if this was a city freight station. And that way, the trains can reach either platform with no problem. Then we'll just see how it goes. If I want to change things afterwards, I can change things. Okay, that is all set now. Now this... See, I'm debating... Yeah, I guess what we'll do is we'll do this. Let's see here. Let's do this first off. I am going to take that off from there. I'm going to connect that to there. That'll be for the goods when we do the goods side of all of this. And then this here. Come on. Okay, we'll do that. And then that. Okay, so they can split and go either direction there. And then I'm going to get rid of this, which should have been a one-way. Oops. Guess I screwed that up when I put it in. There. And then we can go ahead and put a one-way right here. So the diamond switch is outside of this. They can come through use the diamond switch to swap over to here if they need to, and then go on up. Although, shouldn't be doing things that way, so it shouldn't be a problem. Okay, and do I have a diamond switch over here? No, I do not. Let's go ahead and get the diamond switch here. There we go. Beautiful. I know I don't have any signals on any of that yet. Okay, so now let's look at this. I'm not going to actually run it this way. I just want to see how well this works. Okay, it really wants to do some funky things there, doesn't it? Let's go ahead and keep that for right now. This is going to be one heck of an uphill climb for whatever train here is coming out of this spot. All right, let's redo this bit of road here. Yeah, I'm going to do it so it's straight. There's no straight edge over here for... Nope, wrong thing. There we go. There's no straight edge there to connect that to. Let's see. I think this is probably just about the way I want to do this. So we'll do that. We'll go ahead and connect this like that. You know, we'll just leave that. Now, freight buildings. Except for making it 320, I think this is all fine. Well, I guess that's about as good as I'm going to get there. Yeah, we'll go with that. And then here, go for a curved road, and then just let it gently curve into that. Okay. So now here, we'll just come up and meet that. I don't like that. I want it to stay fairly smooth. Let's back this up some. And then just find the best spot to connect this on. That looks pretty good. Maintain speed. It doesn't do anything too unusually wiggly or anything. All right, for the moment, I'm going to assume we can do this with one train, so I'm not going to double track that. Then let's go down here. Go to there. And this is going to be very downhill. Oh my goodness. It's going to be very badly downhill too. Am I going to have to bring this around like this to, to get in here? Yeah, I think let's go ahead and put the station over here on this side. Normally I would not do it like that, but not with that downhill slope. We don't really have much of a choice. Okay, so let's see. Let's grab this again. And that looks pretty much... My thumb is shaking. That's why it was wiggling. I wasn't trying to do that. It was doing it on its own. Yeah, too much slope. Let's try this. I'm going to try this. I'm going to mark this spot. I don't need that much there. Let's get rid of that. Connect to this time. I don't know if that can be straight like that, or if that's going to be straight. Let's try it. That is so high up on a hill. I think we're going to have to do something like that, though. Let's back this back up and extend this curve further to the east. Okay, so we'll do this. Let's go further east with this. Okay. Then try coming down. Oh, that is horrible. I think we're better off putting the station up on a hill. Okay. So, instead of doing that, let's do this. Let's grab this guy. We're gonna... Nope, that was not the right button. We're gonna put him nice and high up on a hill here. There. I don't think we'll have any trouble reaching this. Put a road here. I'll neaten this all up later, don't worry. Okay, that worked. Now the question is, is this high enough up to meet the track? Let's try that. Down to here. It does not like it, does it? You made it closer, so you have left less room for your curve. Growler, you are absolutely right. For goodness sakes. All right. Let's get rid of this, and let's try it this way then. Let's put it further away. There we go. Up on a hill. I'm not going to bother with the other stuff. Let's redo the curve again. So the curve needs to end right where, basically straight north of this. So we get a nice neat curve when we go into it. So let's say right about there. I think that worked. It did. And we'll make this earth. That. Then we'll do this. And can I do this? Is the next question. Nope. Out of there. Will you curve all the way up? You will. And of course it reaches the forest. Except for having to clean up all this land, I think that worked fine. And hopefully we can keep this a single track too. All right. Now, we're going to need to connect some of this stuff. I sort of think what I want to do here... oh, good. I do have the signals on here, so I don't need to worry about that. So let's do this. If this curve will let me. No, down here. So we're going to grab this here and curve up to there. That's an ugly curve, but we'll straighten that out. There we go. And that should work just beautifully to get trains off the main line and get them into here. And then here, I think we can just come off from here. Can I come off from here like this? I can. And then just come over here to this, if it will let me. Come on, there we go. There. So that gets trains onto both of those tracks. And then right here, let's go ahead and just do this. There. So that train can get onto there. This one is going to need to come out of here and get... Let's do this. I'll let you flat. There we go. And then we'll come off from here onto this right here. let's... You know what? No. I've been trying to get away from these double slip switches, so let's not do that. Let's do this instead. Come on from here. Nope, that's too close. There. And then here we can come down, actually, and just too much curvature. Okay, let's do that. I just want it to look even, so I'm gonna... Yeah, there we go. Cool. And then up here... Oh, I already did this. That's right, I did this earlier, didn't I? So I can get up onto here, no problem. So our wood will be able to come up, and it's probably... We'll have it go through on the right side here. And then the track... the train that goes over to Fort Mackinac... We'll use this platform here. So it may block trains coming back. It won't block trains going out. Why don't you just give it another track? I could, I suppose. Let's take that out. We'll leave those other two as the pass-through. And it does not need... Oops, no, I need to put the platform back. Yeah, oops. Okay. So yeah, I don't need to connect it on this side. So the train coming up to join this route can come up and go through here and then go out of there. So it only needs to connect on this side. I do want to get rid of the diamond switch, though. We're going to need to move that. So we'll put that right there. And then, let's see. Put that right there, I guess. There. Okay. I think all this is set up except for creating my routes. See, I think we already created routes and got ships for this. Yeah, because we're already loading stuff up. Let's check, is the coal working? Has it started loading coal yet? Not that I see, but it should be. We'll leave that be for now. And all right, let me do the wood routes here. I put 2 locomotives on each one of these forest lines, and they still struggle to make it up this hill. I don't know. Do I need to put 3 locomotives on them? Well, for now, it's working anyways. All the trains, took a little while for all the trains to get out, but they are now all out and running. Oh, and the wood train has already left with its first load. Yeah, there it is right there. There's our train waiting. I did notice 2 mistakes I'd made. One, I forgot to have this thing stop at the machine factory. I did add that was an easy fix. And the other, I don't know how I did. Everything else I made 320 meters, but I'd made this station 240 meters. So I just had to lengthen it and redo this little structure of tracks. That wasn't a big deal. But otherwise, everything seems to be running okay now. Let's hop on something here. Okay. Yeah. And now Driftwood wants goods, which is the item we're not making yet. Well, technically, we're not making machines yet either, because it doesn't have any wood. This is the first delivery of wood being transported over to the machines factory. But machines factory will be running in a couple of minutes. So next episode, we can go ahead and jump into getting the goods factory going. But we actually have some time still, so we can start in on this at least. So let's see, how are we going to do this? You know, it almost looks like these two are close enough. Maybe we could put one station in for both of them. Yeah, I think they are close enough. We could do that. We could maybe angle something about like this. And then put the buildings on either side. Let's see, we're going to need incoming plastic, incoming oil. If we do that, how are we going to do the plastic? Suppose I could set up a wagon route to do that. We could do it with trucks later on. I don't know about wagons, though. Here, I'm curious about something. Buildings, this. I don't care. I'm just putting this down so I can look at it. We do have cargo trams. We have steam cargo trams here. We could set up a little cargo tram route. Just running plastic from the plastics plant over to the goods plant. That would work. So we're going to need steel incoming. We're going to need oil incoming for the plastics plant. And we will need outgoing. So let's do this. 4 tracks, medium buildings. And let's put this right there. Then all we have to do is just go in. Nope, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Delete the buildings here. And let's see, we'll go ahead and put in that. And then we'll do the same thing at this side. That. Okay. And let's see. Let's put in a city street here. Nice wide one. Okay. Right like that. And then... figure out, I think we need to be a little bit... Well, let's... right there. I think that is straight there. And let's do a curved bit right here. Looks nice. And then here... let's do this. Let's go with... no. Let's go with this. Like that. And then we'll put in a curved bit here. Doesn't like it if I do that. Yeah, we'll put that there like that. And I think I want to go ahead and just upgrade that so it matches. There we go. Then let's go in here and put in our tram tracks and buildings. We want freight stops. So it looks like all we've got is these right now. Let's go with tram tracks. We'll go ahead and leave it cargo. I don't know why it's era B. That all looks right. Let's go ahead and put this right here. And then we can go ahead and take the tram tracks off that bit. Oh, and let's do this. Buildings, this, and we'll put you right across from it. That looks nice. I like it. Then here, let's get rid of this. And let's put, say, that right there, that right there, Okay, that's good, I think. Then we're dropping off here, so you put that right in front of your tracks. I did. Darn it. And it looked so good like that, too. Can we put this on this side, then? Yeah, we'll put this... I know how to do this. I know how to do this and make this look nice. I'm not sure I put tracks on there, but we can fix that later. Come on. Get me in there, okay. Let's keep it to that length. Okay, there. Good enough. We'll put a small one right there. And then we'll go ahead and put street access on the back of it. And put our shed right there. And all we need to do is... oh, yeah, there it is. There we go. It was marked as yes, that it did indeed have tram tracks, but... oh, they're just really hard to see compared to the other stuff. Okay, so this should be fine. Then over here, we'll do the same thing. Right there. Get rid of this one. That. Hello. That. That. That looks fine. Yeah, let's go ahead and make this a little bit longer, I think. There we go. Put a building right there. And then go ahead and put these in. There. So now we have our tram route to go back and forth between these, delivering plastics to this plant. This connects to both of them. So we will bring oil. We'll use these two outer ones. We'll bring in oil and steel. And then this one, well, platform 2 I'll get rid of. And then platform 1 will be our outgoing, which will just come around to this platform we've left unused right here. And that will be our outgoing goods. I think that's all good. We just need to finish this up in the next episode. It's all right. That's it for today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please remember to tickle that like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe. We'll see you next time. Have a great day.